Alright guys, good morning. This is episode 64 of MLB 19, the show from the weekends and on the weekends. So I'm due back tomorrow from 10 to 3:15, then I'm off another 4 days, guys. If you guys want to catch more MLB 19 from the weekends and on the weekends, Sunday for the parade tonight around 5:30 or 6, so my love is all mine tonight. Well, she also has to go to church this morning. She has to go through shopping a little after 12, and then I think we're pretty good to go. Make sure you guys hit that red support button, hit that like button, and turn on notification bell. If anybody has a Facebook and a Twitter account, tweet it out, share a comment, add it to a playlist. The more we bring in, guys, the more we all grow, win, and make a solitary, respective, loving, caring difference. If you guys have any questions about the idol, about anything in general, type it in the chat. Let's go, let's grow. Game 2 of 3, the Detroit Tigers. Game 2 of 3, hosting the Minnesota Twins. Twins won the first one 3-2. As the Tigers defense will be bringing in the 2-7 record, 4.68 ERA, Jordan Zimmerman. So how are you guys doing this morning? Hopefully you guys had a good night. Well, I was at the fair till around doing 10:30 or 10:40, but became really tired. Had a couple things when I came back to my place after I came back from my love's place, but other than that, I've hanged in there most of the time, and you know, I'm all right.
From the home of the Tigers since 2000, we welcome you to Comerica City. Today, it's
Game 2 of 3. The Detroit Tigers hosting the Minnesota Twins. Twins won the first one 3-2. You know what you guys think in the chat? Coming to the mound in Game 2 of 3 for the Tigers defense. Jordan Zimmerman making his 12th start of the season. 2-7 record. 4.68 ERA, 85 hits, 10 walks and 78 strikeouts this season. Due out for the Minnesota Twins offense. Byron Buxton is back on the lineup. Batting .226, 2 home runs, 13 RBIs to his credit. You give us a sign. Here's the first pitch by the 2-7 record. The line drive to left. And that will be a double for the Twins. Game 2 of 3. Ninth double for Byron Buxton. Taking out one more time. And I'm just insing my eyes since I'm tired this morning, but I'm alright. Twins throwing at base runner on second with no outs. Here's the pitch by the pitcher. Foul ball to right in the stance, strike one.
And nope, this one falls, so we'll get another shot.
Tampa Bay Rays defeating the Red Sox 4-0.
0-1 count, and the pitch.
Strike 2.
Right there, and it's quickly 0-2 now. And set up behind
the umpires today, guys, Daryl Parker, Matthew Ross, Dave Lawrence, and Ricky Holiday. Looking for the out. Zimmerman, ball 1. Chicago White Sox visiting the Royals 1-0. And he struck him out. And that's the first out for the Twins. First strikeout by Jordan Zimmerman, excuse me. Oh, man. So how are you guys doing today? Hopefully you guys are well. Having a good week. Since I go back tomorrow. Starting lineup for the Twins offense, Byron Buxton batting .231. Here comes the former Texas Ranger, Nelson Cruz, batting .341. He ranks 3rd in the American League with the Twins offense. 9 home runs, 35 RBIs to his credit.
Many people in baseball considered him to be one of the league's best hitters for average.
Here's the pitch by Zimmerman. Strike 1. So the fair was good last night, but you know, my love and I had a good romantic time together. But I have a question for you guys to see if anybody's going to be coming in. Maybe Alice, maybe? He gives it to first, and that's out number 2 for the Twins. Now, a quick question for you guys. How many of you in the chat have seen True Blood? You guys let me know. Here comes Miguel Sano. Against left-handed pitchers, guys, batting .368, 5 home runs, 10 RBIs. His overall average is .265. He gets a sign. Here's the pitch by Zimmerman. Ball 1. Miami Marlins hosting the Braves 2-0. You guys have seen True Blood over the years. It lasted for 6 years. 2008 to 2014. It lasted for 7 seasons. But it's kind of like Criminal Minds, but you know, knowing that, it kind of looks like Charmed and Buffy the Vampire Slayer. So True Blood is kind of like that. But I've also seen Buffy the Vampire Slayer over the years with one of my parents. And he struck him out. And that's out number 3, and the side is retired in game 2 of 3. Well, let me know what you guys think. Twins lead 1. We'll go to the bottom of the first, 0-0 in game 2 of 3. Twins won the first one 3-2. Coming to the mound for the Twins defense, Kyle Gibson, making his 12th start of the season, 3-6 record. He has an ERA of 3.70, 69 hits, 22 walks, and 56 strikeouts to his resume. And due up for the Tigers offense, designated hitter, Don Hicks. On the road with the Tigers offense, he has an average of 348, 6 home runs, 11 RBIs to his credit, with an overall average of 290. Just pay it forward, guys, and be rewarded. Never ask anything back in return. I send invites to you guys on Twitter and Facebook Messenger as we speak. But we'll keep that in general. And that's ball 1.
Yeah, Matty, when you get off to a slow start, all you want to do is get back to that 500 number, and you don't care how you get there. Well, this team is
strike 1
exactly that.
inside the zone that time.
First day. Hopefully they find a way to get a win. 1 game over 500. And
comes a 1-1 by Gibson. And a pop-up to start out to right, and he makes the catch 1 away. So in the afternoon, I may try to go live, but I have to see what's going to be going on from there, hopefully. The starting lineup for the Detroit Tigers offense, Miguel Cabrera batting .325, Nick Goodwin going down to .297. So far for the Tigers offense, that was a .277 on base percentage, 15th in the American League. Here comes Jordy Mercer against right-handed pitchers, guys. Batting has an average of .284, 6 home runs, 18 RBIs, with an average of .270 overall this season. You guys let me know. Minute Black still has a good lead. Trying to always hang on. Strike 1 inside the zone. Most likely in the order. We got to see our search this morning, and I think we're pretty much going to be good to go.
Bases are empty, 1 man out.
Gibson gives a sign. Comes the 0-1. Ball 1.
And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands.
But it's all good. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Zodi Mercer's average is .270.
If you can get guys to expand the strike zone and go after that pitch, you're going to have a lot of success. No luck that time, though.
Miami Marlins hosting the Braves 2-0. Comes to 1-2 by Gibson. Ground ball to left center field in game 2 of 3. He gives it the first 2 away for the Tigers offense. Here comes the first baseman, Miguel Cabrera, batting .325, 7 home runs and 28 ribbies to his credit.
Gibson gets the sign. Here comes the first.
Here's the pitch to him. Strike 1.
0-1.
The 0-1 count by Gibson. Ball 1.
To Miguel Cabrera.
Miguel Cabrera's average is a .325. Fly ball to right line, and he makes the catch. And the side is retired in game 2 of 3. As you guys can see in the chat. As we go to the top of the second, nothing. In game 2 of 3. Coming to the Twins offense, Jonathan Scope batting .271, 14 home runs, ranking 4th in the American League with the Twins offense, and 40 RBIs. If you guys have any questions, type it in the chat. The moderators can type it in the chat to tell the others to smash the like button. Tweet the live stream out. Let people know that we are live, paying it forward, and being rewarded as much as we can gather. Ground ball to right center field. And that will be a double for the Twins. Game 2 of 3. 12th double for Jonathan Scope. Here it is one more time.
His eyes got as big as saucers as he blasts this thing, putting himself in a scoring position to start off the inning.
Twins doing at base runner second with no outs. Here's the pitch to him. Strike 1. Arizona Diamondbacks visiting the Blue Jays 1-0. Max Kepler batting .282, 2 home runs, 14 RBIs to his credit. Swing and a miss, strike 2. New York Yankees visiting the Indians 1-0. Kepler's average is a .282.
Really being aggressive right now.
For the out, Zimmerman. And he struck him out. And that's the first out for the Twins. Third strikeout by Jordan Zimmerman in game 2 of 3. Twins won the first one 3-2. Here comes the defensive lineup for the Tigers. Mikey Montauk, Nico Goodrum, Miguel Cabrera, Jordan Zimmerman on the mound with a 2-7 record. Christian Stewart, and the list goes on with Jordy Mercer. Here comes Williams at studio. His last 4 games with the Twins offense, he's 0 for 16. Overall average is .252. Gives a sign. Here's the pitch by Zimmerman. Strike 1.
Scope leads off second with 1 gun in the inning.
Swing and a miss, strike 2. The studio has an average of .252. This replay of the strike. For the out, Zimmerman.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
And he struck him out. And that's out number 2 for the Twins. 4th strikeout by Jordan Zimmerman. Oh my goodness. Here it is one more time.
He's made some good pitches, and these hitters have really failed.
91 miles per hour for the speed. Zimmerman gives a sign. Here's the pitch to him. Ball 1. Jason Castle batting .216, 5 home runs, 20 RBIs to his credit.
He's also gone down on strikes 5 times. Ready with the 1-0.
Ball 2.
Not close. It's 2-0.
Well, he's got a base open to use right here, and it looks like he might not be afraid to do that by the way he's pitching it.
Here's the 2-0.
Ball 3.
And it's 3-0.
On deck, Erie Adrian's batting .250.
No score here as we
comes to 3-0. Ball 4, first walk by the Tigers.
Second now with 2 out. Digging in,
here comes Ihar Adriano, batting .250. It's a pitch by Zimmerman. Strike 1. Twins staring at base runner first and second with 2 outs in game 2 of 3. Ball 1. 2.
The twin shortstop.
Zimmerman gets signed, he nods his head, here's the pitch, and he struck him out. And that's out number 3, and the side is retired in game 2 of 3. Twins leave 1. If we go to bottom of the second, nothing. Due up for the Tigers offense, Nick Castellanos batting .318. 12 home runs leads the Tigers offense, and 32 RBIs. To his credit. Here's the pitch to him. Strike 1.
Taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
It's the 0-1 count by Gibson. Fly ball to left center field. He picks up a block and he makes the catch, and that's out number 1 for the Tigers.
Hey guys, let's take a look at the
You guys can see in the chat, if anybody has a Facebook and a Twitter account and would love to catch more MLB 19, make sure you guys hit that like button, smash the like button, tweet the live stream out, let people know that we are live, paying it forward, and being rewarded, never ask anything back in return. When we watch our videos in full, we like the videos, tweet them out, share them from the weekends and on the weekends. On the I Am a Creator Community Weekly schedule / I Am a Creator as we speak. And if you guys have any questions, type it in the chat. I pretty much might be live in the afternoon. Maybe with Assassin's Creed or Uncharted. I'll let you guys know ahead of time. Fly ball to left center field. He picks up a block, and that will be a double for the Tigers. In game 2 of 3. 16th double for Chris and Stewart. Entering play, doubles leaders for the Tigers offense. Nick Castellanos is at 20, Candelarios at 20, Son Hicks is at 20, and Jordi Mercer at 11, Miguel Cabrera at 19. Here comes the second baseman, Nico Goodwin, batting .297, 10 home runs, 25 RBIs to his credit. The Tigers offense in game 2 of 3. Tigers staring at base runner second with 1 out. It's the pitch by Gibson. Ball 1. That's the 1-0 count. Strike 1.
Changeup that's right there, 1-1. 1-1, here it is. Swinging a hard
Flying ball to left center field. And that will be a single for the Tigers in game 2 of 3. Take it up one more time. 92 miles per hour. Tigers staring at base runner first and third with 1 out, looking for their first lead for the first time in game 2 of 3. Ball 1. Mikey Matuk has an average of 186, 9 home runs, 21 RBIs to his credit. In game 2 of 3. If you guys have any questions, type it in the chat. Comes a 1-0 count by Gibson. Ball 2.
And here's a fastball inside as the count moves to 2-0 now. Runners are at the corners with 1 man out.
Here comes the 2-0 by Gibson. Strike 1.
For a strike, 2-1 now.
Mikey Matuk's average is 186. Here comes the 2-1 by Gibson. And the pitch. Ground ball to left center field. And a double play. And the side is retired. Game 2 of 3. Taking it one more time. Tigers lead 2. So we go to the top of the third in game 2 of 3. Nothing. But other than that, we'll see what we can do. This afternoon I might go live with something a little bit different. I might do Uncharted, but I haven't gotten a PSN card yet, but it all depends what's going to be going, since I only have to work tomorrow, and I'm off another 4 days. So it's all good. See what we can do. Because I got my second withdrawal yesterday, so we're good. Foul ball to right, strike 2.
Buxton, or sometimes just Buck for short. He's a
Byron Buxton is 1 for 1. And for the out, Zimmerman, 2-7 record. Ball 1.
In the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
I love a well-executed changeup, especially one down in the zone. The only problem throwing it in that situation, you leave that belt high or miss your spot just a hair, and you could have some problems.
Ball 2.
Fastball well outside.
Comes to 2-2 by Zimmerman. Foul ball to right in the stands, strike 2.
The 2-2 one more time.
And he struck him out. And that's out number 1 for the Twins. 6 strikeouts for Zoran Zimmerman. But the Detroit Tigers offense, with a win today, they will be just a bit closer with the Minnesota Twins, Royals, and the Chicago White Sox. As there are only 4.5 games as we speak. Game 2 of 3. Here comes Ronald Torres. He's 0 for 1 if they strike out his first time.
Yeah, pretty deflating.
The Twins offense.
Not only for him, but the team as well. He's got to find a way.
Here's the pitch by Zimmerman.
Can't get caught guessing with runners.
Strike 1. Zimmerman's putting on a good clinic for the Tigers defense. Game 2 of 3. The 0-1 count. Foul ball to right, strike 2. Looking for the out, Zimmerman. Ball 1. 90 miles per hour. Cincinnati Reds visiting the Phillies 2-0.
Away on the previous one, so you'd think you'd go right back there, but instead they decided to come in, make him prove he can adjust before you.
Ground ball to left center field, and he makes the catch, and that's the second out for the Twins. Here comes Nelson Cruz. He's 0 for 1. Big ground out in the first. Pittsburgh Pirates visiting the Brewers 6-0. Strike 1.
Looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1.
Tweet out the live stream, guys. Let people know that we are live, paying it forward, being rewarded, and never ask anything back in return. Comes the 0-1 by Zimmerman. 2-7 record. Strike 2. I'm going to tell you what, guys. In the Tigers' defense, Zoran Zimmerman's been putting on a big clinic. For another out, 0-2. Swing and a miss. And that's out number 3. And the side is retired. Nice play by the Tigers' defense. Take it out one more time. So we go to bottom of the third, 0-0. Game 2 of 3, guys. Due up for the Tigers' offense. The catcher. Grayson Grenier batting 178, 5 home runs, 17 RBIs. OPS average is a 467.
First delivery to him on the way.
Here's the pitch to him. Ball 1.
Slider to start things out. Looked at for ball 1.
Ball 2. 2-0 count. Mike Gibson. Strike 1. Balloon animals. That's not bad. Can't go wrong with designing. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Grayson Grenier's average is 178. Swing and a miss, and that's the first out for the Tigers. First strikeout by Kyle Gibson.
Like that was much of a protect swing with 2 strikes.
No, he was trying to go yard. 2 strikes or not. Kind of looks bad if you strike out like he did.
Also, I will also check out the box office for the to see what movie's going to be #1 and other ranks for the boxofficemojo.com. So far, Arkansas has only been making $60 million last weekend. So I also did not see the movie Scary Stories, but I've heard a couple of I've heard some good scary things about it. But like I said about scary movies, the only scary ones I would watch is Drag Me to Hell would be one. This is pretty much one of my dad's best movies. Scream is good. Scary movies are alright, but now maybe with Sorry Scene, but Sorry Scene is good. But it all depends. Any movie that I would watch would be the definite opposite. And fly ball to right center, right line. It picks up a block, and it's gone. Game 2 of 3. Solo shot to right center field. 9-point run for Zamir Candelario. 392 feet, guys. As the Tigers strike first, it's 1-0. Bottom of the third, with 1 out. 1-0 Tigers. Bottom of the third, with 1 out. In Game 2 of 3. Solo shot by Zamir Candelario. Here it is one more time.
He might have let up a little bit, knowing the fact he was facing the 9-hitter, but you just can't do that.
In Game 2 of 3, Twins won the first one 3-2. Well, we'll see what happens. My pun does have church this morning, so he's going to be going grocery shopping with for roommates and the other one for Sir. John Hex is all for 1 with a pop out in the first in Game 2 of 3. But yes, he's going to be grocery shopping after he gets back from church, and then I'm all hers tonight. Pretty much most of today. Ball 1. John Hex is all for 1 in Game 2 of 3. Excuse me. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Held that. He held that bat just a bit too long. He's 0 for 1.
Wasn't even close. You can tell this guy's been in the swing mode from the minute he walked into the batter's box.
And he struck him out, and that's out number 2 for the Tigers. Second strikeout by Kyle Gibson.
Standing in,
Here comes Jordy Mercer. He's 0 for 1, but ground out in the first.
Gibson looks in. First pitch on the way.
Here's the pitch to him. Strike 1.
Fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out.
Ground ball to left, and he makes the catch, and the side is retired in Game 2 of 3. Here it is one more time. Solo shot to right center field in Game 2 of 3, guys. The I am a creator equals hashtag pay it forward. So we got on top of the 4th. Tigers up 1-0. Starting for the Twins offense. In the batter's box, Miguel Sano. He's 0 for 1 with strikeout in the first. Here's the pitch by Zimmerman, 2-7 record of the season. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
Swung on and missed, 0-1.
Ground ball to right center field. It gets it in the first base, and that's the first out for the Twins.
Opportunity now to look at some of the future plans for this Tigers organization.
But it all depends. I may still maybe walk out with the winner tomorrow, but it all depends if I'm gonna try to do the best I can do. Well, we'll see what happens. Chicago White Sox visiting the Royals 3-2. Well, like I said, Men in Black still has a great lead. Thompson Scope is 1 for 1 with a double in the second. Zimmerman gives a sign. Here's the pitch to him. Ball 1. The 0-1 count by Zimmerman. Foul ball to left, strike 1. Foul ball to right and stands strike 2. If you guys have any questions, type it in the chat. And a pop-up to left territory, and he makes the catch, and that's out number 2 for the Twins. Coming in, first baseman Max Kepler. He's 0 for 1 for strikeout in the second. Someone gives the sign, he nods his head. Here's the pitch to him. Ball 1. I'm also still waiting to see who's going to be coming in set this morning. I mean, I didn't do Monster Hunter World on Friday, on Thursdays and Fridays, but I just had a little extra stuff coming up, and he makes the catch. Good catch by the Tigers defense, and the side is retired. Cincinnati, as you guys can see it, as we go to bottom of the 4th, Tigers up 1-0. Game 2 of 3. 2 up for the Tigers offense. Miguel Cabrera, he's 0 for 1 for a flyout in the first. Here's the first pitch to him. Ball 1. Here comes the 1-0 count by Gibson. Ball 2.
As the breaking ball misses inside.
Well, here's a guy we know is swinging it pretty well at the plate lately, and based on those last 2 pitches, I think I know why. He's doing a great job.
The 2-0 count by Gibson in game 2 of 3. Strike 1.
To the Tigers' first baseman.
That's a nasty pitch right there. You got to tip your hat as the hitter. You get a nasty slider like that, there's nothing you can do. Actually, a quality take.
2-1 by Gibson. Ground ball to left center field. He gives it to first, and that's the first out for the Tigers. Here comes Nick Castellanos. He's 0 for 1 for a flyout in the second. We watch our videos in full. We like the videos. We tweet them out. Add them to a playlist. We'll leave a meaningful comment once we've done the rest, and then leave a meaningful, loving, caring, sharing comment. Because I'm only doing a little over an hour and 30 minutes each time, every week. And if you guys want to catch the return of Assassin's Creed Syndicate 1 or 2 days a week, let me know. Let me know in the chat. The 1-1 by Gibson. Fly ball to left center field in game 2 of 3. And he makes the catch, 2 outs. Here comes Kristen Stewart. He's 1 for 1 for a double in the second.
Gibson gets the sign.
Here's the pitch to him. Strike 1.
That's in there for strike 1. 1 run on 3 hits and no errors in the ball game for the Tigers.
The 0-1 count by Gibson. Game 2 of 3. Swing and a miss. Strike 2.
As he falls behind 0-2.
This is what makes him so dangerous as a pitcher. 5 weapons that he can go to, and he's working ahead in the count. This is a tough matchup.
Ground ball to right center field. He gives it to first baseman, and the side is retired in game 2 of 3.
Down in order go the Tigers.
Down in order go the Tigers. As we go to the top of the 5th, Tigers up 1-0.
Welcome back.
If you guys have any questions, let me know in the chat for me. Pay it forward and be rewarded. Never ask anything back in extra return. Because we are the greatest and we're showing what anybody can be. Because we are the greatest, we're going to show what we can do most of the time. Of the IamACreator.com/IamACreator. Due up for the Twins offense. Williams and Studio. He's 0 for 1 for strikeout in the second. It's a little bit early in game 2 of 3. Strike 1.
Strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. The windup and the 0-1.
On the 0-1 count. Strike 2.
Want the changeup, but he gets away with it for a strike.
Looking for the out, Zimmerman. Foul ball to right, strike 2. And they pop up to left center field. And he makes the catch, and that's the first out for the Twins in game 2 of 3. Here comes Jason Castro. He threw a walk his first time. Here's the first pitch to him, guys. Ball 1.
That curveball stayed up in the zone.
Of course, I don't see the record between Castro and Zoran Zimmerman. Zimmerman has a 2-7 record this season for the Tigers defense. So it's almost hard to tell. The 1-0 count by Zimmerman. Fly ball to right center field. And he makes the catch, and that's out number 2 for the Twins. Here comes Ihiro Ariza. He's 0 for 1 with a strikeout in the second. I'm almost hard to pronounce his last name for the Twins offense. And fly ball to left center field, and he makes the catch. And the side is retired. Good play by the Tigers' defense. As we go to bottom of the 5th, Tigers up 1-0. 2 off for the Tigers offense in game 2 of 3. Nico Goodrum. He's 1 for 1 with a single in the second. Just pay it forward, guys, and be rewarded. Let me know if you guys have any questions about the idol or night sign colors. Remember, I've gotten a little more. I got a little bit of votes with black and white instead of orange and black for a Tiger. Swing and a miss, strike 2. And Men in Black still has a good lead as we speak for the idol as well.
He was definitely sitting fastball, wanted to turn and burn. Everything went flying.
And foul ball to left, strike 2. And he struck him out, and that's the first out for the Tigers. Third strikeout by Kyle Gibson. Check it out one more time.
When teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
If you guys can hear me, type it in the chat.
Stepping in now, Mikey Munter.
Strike 1.
Drop in there for strike 1.
Mikey Montauk is 0 for 1 with a ground out in the second. The 0-1 count by Gibson. Game 2 of 3. Foul ball to right, strike 2.
Needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. The pitch.
Fly ball to left line, and he picks up a block, and in game 2 of 3, and it's gone. Left line. 10th home run by Mikey Montauk, 376 feet, as the Tigers extend the lead. It's 2-0 Tigers. Bottom of the 5th with 1 out in game 2 of 3. Twins won the first one 3-2.
Sat down 6 of his
check it out one more time.
He was looking to break through against him with anything. Well, the home run will definitely suffice. Great job of breaking the string and getting his team going right there.
Twins won the first one 3-2. Here's the pitch by Gibson. Strike 1.
This guy's cruising.
Grayson Grenier, he's 0 for 1 with a strikeout in the third.
Less than 60% of his first pitches have been for strikes. If he could clean that up a little bit, he could really roll into the late.
Here comes the 0-1 count by Gibson. Foul ball to left, strike 2.
Looking to punch him out again, the pitch.
Ball 1. Grayson Grenier is 0 for 1. Fly ball to left center field, and he makes the catch, and that's the second out for the Tigers. Samir Candelario is 1 for 1 with a solo shot in the third. Here's the pitch by Gibson. Strike one.
Into the windup. Here comes
0-1 count by Gibson. Foul ball behind the batter's box. Strike two.
Foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now.
Ball one.
He misses there. 1-2.
Game 2 of 3.
I know you have to protect the strike zone when you get the count to 2 strikes, but on an 0-2 pitch that misses by that much, it's pretty easy for a hitter not to swing it that way.
The 1-2. A swing and a
Foul ball to left. Strike two.
But this is a foul ball.
Samir Candelario is 1 for 1.
1-2. The 1-2.
Comes to 1-2 by Gibson. Ball two.
That misses.
Not sure if that was a great take or if he got locked up on a 2-seamer running away, but either way, it worked out well for him. That's a well-thrown pitch, though.
Here comes the 2-2 by Gibson.
The 2-2 pitch. Towards second.
Ground ball to right center field. He gives it to first, and the side is retired. Do this one more time. The left line shot. In game 2 of 3. As we go to top of the 6th, Tigers up 2-0.
Ready for another chance.
Here comes Byron Buxton looking to put some good work for the Twins offense in game 2 of 3. He's 1 for 2 for double in the first. Twins won the first one 3-2.
You're spot on. Whatever they discussed coming into this game has worked out beautifully.
If you guys have any questions, let me know in the chat about the idol predictions and night to sign predictions. Ground ball to right line.
He's around first, heading for 2.
That will be a triple for the Twins.
This guy smokes this thing, hustling all the way around the third.
Check it out one more time.
Nothing but zeros in this one, but he stands 90 feet away now, and they should be able to push him across.
Twins throwing out base 1 on third with no outs, looking to cut the Tigers lead. Ball 1. Ronald Torres is struck out and flown out. The Twins are all for 8 with runners. No scoring possessions. Here's the pitch by Zimmerman. Fly ball to right center field, and he makes the catch, and that's first out for the Twins. While the base runner from third goes to home, as the Twins cut the Tigers' lead. It's 2-1 Tigers, top of the 6th in game 2 of 3, 1 out.
That was an absolute bullet to the outfield to get.
Check it out one more time.
He would have represented the tying run.
Let's pay it forward, guys. Never ask anything back in return. Here's the pitch by Gibson. Zimmerman, excuse me. I almost said Gibson. Nelson Cruz. He's 0 for 2 for a strikeout and a ground out. Former Texas Ranger. Chicago White Sox visiting the Royals 6-2.
The 0-1 delivery.
Strike 2.
Now it's 0-2.
Looking for the out, Zimmerman. Swing and a miss, and that's out number 2 for the Twins. 8 strikeouts for Zoran Zimmerman. He's putting on a good style. Here comes Miguel Sano. He has struck out and he has grounded out in game 2 of 3. He gives the side and nods his head. Here comes Zimmerman. Ball 1. Baltimore Orioles visiting the Astros 4-0.
Been very impressive on the mound in this one, and I think the big reason why is his ability to stay out of the middle of the zone. That's kind of obvious, but it's clear to me that even when he misses his spots, he's not missing.
Strike 1.
And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike.
In game 2 of 3. Here's the pitch to him. Ball 2.
Offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. 2 out, nobody on.
The 2-1 by Zimmerman. Ball 3.
Behind now, 3-1.
Tigers already given up 1 walk. Here's the 3-1 by Zimmerman. Check swing, strike 2. Miguel Sano was 0 for 2.
Now the payoff pitch home.
Ground ball to left center field. And that will be a single for the Twins.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to
Check it out one more time. Game 2 of 3.
Watch your lips right there, Dad. Sent it back right where it came from.
Pittsburgh Pirates visiting the Brewers 6-0. Twins throwing up base runner first with 2 outs. Here's the pitch by Zimmerman. Ball 1.
First pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1.
As a hitter right here, you have to tell yourself, I can't get too big.
Don's the scope is 1 for 2.
A nice bullet in the gap gets the job done in this situation.
A ball and no strikes. Here it is.
Strike 1.
A ball and a strike.
Swing and a miss, strike 2.
2 strikes now.
Zimmerman gives the sign looking for another out.
To send him packing. Pitch on its way.
Ground ball to left center field. He gives it to first baseman, and the side is retired.
Twins get a run on 2 hits.
Twins lead 1. As we go to bottom of the 6th, Tigers up 2-1 in game 2 of 3. Due up for the Tigers offense from the weekends and on the weekends. John Hicks, he has struck out and he has popped out. If you guys can hear me, type 1 in the chat if you guys will hear him. I'm depending on Alice. If they can maybe try to come in. AKA Teacup and possibly Leon or any moderator that I have on the IamACreatorCommunity.com. Can type it in the chat if you guys are here. Foul ball to left, strike 2. We have 2 people in the hot seat. One like maybe. It all depends. Ground ball to left center field. He gives it to first baseman, 1 away. Chicago White Sox visiting the Royals 6-2. Here comes Jordy Mercer. He is lined out and he has grounded out. Here's the pitch by Gibson. Strike 1 in game 2 of 3. New York Yankees visiting the Indians 3-0.
He has a chance for a quick inning. He is not nibbling. Everything is catching those 17 inches.
The 0-1 count by Gibson. Foul ball to left in the stands, strike 2. So yeah, I will be at the fair again tonight. Then I go back tomorrow. Then I'm off the next 4. Check swing and they struck him out. He gives it to first baseman, and that's out number 2 for the Tigers. Here comes Miguel Cabrera. He has flown out and grounded out in game 2 of 3. Here's the first pitch to him. Ball 1.
Boy, that was an awfully close pitch.
But yeah, type 1 in the chat if you guys are here.
I want that pitch called a strike.
Here's the replay once again. 91 miles per hour. Set up to Lord Kronos. How you doing, buddy? Check out that channel. He's still a big Mario fan, by the way. He's been doing this. He's been doing that for a long time. Cincinnati Reds visiting the Phillies 3-1. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Held out just a bit too long.
You do your homework, you scout. He hasn't been using that pitch an awful lot. I say you just throw that out. If he's going to flip that occasionally for a strike, then so be it.
The 1-2. Misses.
Ball 2. Miguel Cabrera's 0 for 2. Ball 3. Tigers already given up 1 walk in game 2 of 3. On deck, Nick Castellanos batting .315. Here's the pitch by Gibson. Fly ball to left, straight center field. And he makes the catch, and the side is retired in game 2 of 3. 3 up, 3 down for the Tigers offense. As we go to top of the 7th, Tigers holding on to a 2-1 lead. If you guys can hear me, type 1 in the chat if you're here. The more people we bring in, the more we all grow, win, and make a difference. As much as we can already can. As much as we can gather. Here's Max Kepler for the Twins offense. He's 0 for 2 for strikeout, and he has lined out.
Well, that's one of the keys. We're seeing a lot of strikes. We're seeing a lot of swings. We're seeing some great plays on defense.
Because I'm not sure if it would be Teacup, aka Alice. See what's up or not. Foul ball to right, strike 1. Well, let me know what you guys think. Man in Black has a great lead. Black and White for the night to sign on February 7th has a good lead, and, you know, that good stuff. It's coming in hand for 2020. Swing and a miss, strike 2, and there's a couple other games I will be getting early next year and by the first quarter, and like I said, it's going to be Watch Dogs Legion, Final Fantasy VII Remake on March 3rd, and like I said in the past, Cyberpunk might be one of them, as it comes out in April. Fly ball to right center field, and he picks up a block, and it's gone. Solo shot to right center field. Third home run by Max Kepler, 420 to 5 feet. As the Twins tie the Tigers, it's 2-2 apiece. Top of the 7th with no outs. In game 2 of 3.
Yeah, we're all tied up, and it's anybody's ball game after that blast. We live in that what have you done?
Here it is one more time.
World, so that gem he was pitching doesn't mean anything anymore.
Here's the pitch by Zimmerman. 2-7 record. Ball 1. Williams Studio has struck out and he has popped out.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch.
Strike 1.
Heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike. Bases are empty here, nobody out. Now a swing.
Foul ball to right in the stands. Strike 2.
No one will track it down.
One and 2 count by Zimmerman. Foul ball to right, strike 2. Philadelphia Phillies visiting the Reds, 3-3. Swing and a miss, and that's out number 1 for the Twins. 9 strikeouts for Zoran Zimmerman. He's pointing on a good style class for the Tigers defense. Miami Marlins hosting the Braves 7-1.
It shows you've still got your head in the right place.
As the Tigers defense will be bringing in a different pitcher. They will be bringing in St. Green.
Now here comes Ron Gardenhire up out of the dugout.
So Zimmerman for the Tigers defense has 9 strikeouts. He had a good performance.
Certainly did his job.
And here comes the Tigers manager coming to the mound, and that will be it for Zoran Zimmerman. 2-7 record. He did a pretty good job of his strikeouts, guys. So there you go for the Tigers defense. Coming to the mound for the Tigers defense, guys, St. Green, making his 14th game of the season. 1-1 record, 2 saves, 5.82 ERA, and 15 strikeouts to his resume for the Tigers defense of the season. Here's the first pitch by Green. Ball 1. Jason Castro. He's 0 for 1 for a walk in the second. Sorry. Like something a little bit open. Strike 1. Diamondbacks defeating the Blue Jays 1-0.
Down and away. He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep hitting that spot.
Strike 2. Jason Castro is 0 for 1 for the Twins offense. Here it is one more time.
And you can bet he wants that one back at the plate.
5 inches, 87 miles per hour. Look for the out. Green.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch.
Ball 2.
Good plate discipline to lay off the slider that time, and he draws even at 2-2.
Ball 3. Tigers already given up 1 walk. On deck, Ihio Aranza, batting .242.
Bad news late in games like this. It seems like they always come back to bite.
Ground ball to right center field. And that would be a single for the Twins.
Hey guys, I like the execution by the batter there. He got a hanger.
Check it out one more time.
He could have come unglued.
In the tap.
He stayed focused and drove a line drive base hit.
So, Gasly from the Fried Supremacy, my good buddy Gasly, he didn't do a new episode for the Fried Power. I think he's going to do it next weekend. He's doing that Golf City party thing, tap party with his friends. He hired Aranza, he struck out, and he's flown out. So he's been doing pretty good with that. And also his donations. Ground ball to left line, and that would be a single for the Tigers. Actually, single for the Twins, excuse me. I almost said Tigers. I was going, but I said Twins offense. Here it is one more time.
Yeah, exactly. That's what you want to do in today's day and age of bullpen down your throat.
Here comes Byron Buxton. He's 2 for 3 with a triple and a double. In game 2 of 3.
You come in facing guys out of the bullpen. They're being taught to throw strikes early, and they're taking advantage of it.
Twins throwing out base runner first and second with 1 out in game 2 of 3. Here comes Green. Strike 1. Byron Buxton is 2 for 3.
That's a huge pitch right there. You've got to get ahead. When you start to see traffic on the base pass, your defense...
Swing and a miss, strike 2.
The best thing to do is pound the zone and get ahead 0-1. Castro at second. Adrianza.
Looking for the out. Green. And a second swing, he struck him out. And that's out number 2 for the Twins.
You know, I'm not quite sure how that strikeout will be scored. Looking or swinging.
Here it is one more time. 94 miles per hour.
Was ringing him up regardless.
Stepping in now, Ronald Torres.
Ground ball to the mound. He gives it to first baseman, and the side is retired. Here it is one more time. In game 2 of 3. As we go to bottom of the 7th, 2-2 apiece in game 2 of 3. Let me know what you guys think. Man in Black still has a good, talented lead over Phantom with the Up in Titanic. And once, like I said, I go back tomorrow. It's 10 to 3:15. I'm going to go ahead and set my alarm real quick. I'm going to go with same thing I've been doing. I'm going to put 7:30 for tomorrow morning. Then I'm off Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday the rest of this week. Nick Castellanos has 2 flyouts as he gets prepared with the Tigers offense in game 2 of 3. Here's the pitch by Gibson. Strike 1.
Down around the knees there, taken for a strike.
The 0-1 count by Gibson. Fly ball to right center field. He picks up a block, and that will be a double for the Tigers. Rays beat the Red Sox 4-0. Double number 21 for Nick Castellanos. 16-game hitting streak for the Tigers offense. Here it is one more time. White Sox defeating the Royals 6-2.
You get up, get dressed, drive to the ballpark. You expect to catch a couple barrels.
Tigers staring at base on second with no outs. Gibson gives a sign. Here's the pitch to him. Strike 1.
Yes, he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1.
Kristen Stewart is 1 for 2. They double in the second. Diamondbacks defeating the Blue Jays 1-0.
He'd like to do a little bit more, but so far so good.
The 0-1 count by Gibson.
0-1 count. Here's the pitch.
Foul ball to left, strike 2. Kristen Stewart's 1 for 2.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
Foul ball behind the batter's box, strike 2. Baltimore Orioles visiting the Astros 4-2.
The 0-2 once more.
Ball one.
Misses off the plate.
Great arm action on that two-strike changeup right there.
The more people we bring in, guys, the more we all grow and win and make a continuing difference. As long as we all work together as a team of the IamACreativeCommunity.com/IamACreative and pay it forward. Comes the 1 and 2 by Gibson. It's like swing and he struck him out. And that's the first out for the Tigers. First strikeout by Kyle Gibson.
Yeah, that was really well executed, Matt. A classic strikeout pitch.
Check it out one more time. Which past the 1 hour limit.
And unless you hit it out front, there's nothing much you can do with that.
Here's the pitch by Gibson. Strike one.
Left-handed here as he takes a look at strike one. He's working on a
Nico Goodrum is 1 for 2 for single in the second in game 2 of 3. Comes the 0-1 by Gibson. Ground ball to straight center field. And that will be an RBI single as the Tigers take the lead. It's 3-2 Tigers, bottom of the 7th with 1 out. Here it is one more time. Twins won the first one 3-2.
Especially when you start to score runs late in the game off of quality pitching.
Here comes the Twins defense. Here comes the Twins manager coming to the mound. We're getting the ball, and that'll be it for Gibson for the Twins defense. Game 2 of 3. Coming to the mound, Mike Morin for the Twins defense. 20 games this season, 4-0 record, 5.118 ERA, and 22 strikeouts to his resume. Tigers staring at base runner first with 1 out in game 2 of 3. Here's the pitch by Morin, strike one. Maki Matok is 1 for 2, but solo shot in the 5th. The 0-1 count by Morin. Ground ball to left. And a double play. And the side is retired. As we go to top of the game, Tigers up 3-2. Nelson Cruz is 0 for 3 for strikeout in the 6th. Former Texas Ranger. Green gets signed. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike one. Foul ball to right, strike two. Green looking for the out.
0-2, here it is.
Ball one.
Bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2.
Well, I'll tell you, he's not hitting over 300 by luck. He really knows the strike zone
Ball two.
and his own strengths. That last take is a great example.
He's set. Here's the 2-2.
Fly ball to right center field, and he makes the catch, and that's out number 1 for the Twins.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort
Take it out one more time.
Hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
Stepping in now, Miguel Sano.
Ball one.
He'll take a look at ball one. Head-to-head battles.
Miguel Sano, he's 1 for 3 for single in the 6th. In game 2 of 3. Twins won the first one 3-2. Ball two. Ball 3. 1 walk by the Tigers. On deck, Jonathan Skull batting .272. Ball 4, make it 2 walks for the Tigers.
Man, when you don't get a call on a pitch that good, you have to wonder maybe it's personal. You can't blame.
And Green is not happy with himself with the Tigers with the Tigers defense. Here comes Jonathan Scope. He's 1 for 3 for double in the 2nd in game 2 of 3. Twins staring at base runner first with 1 out. Here comes Green.
He's set. Here it comes.
Ball 1.
And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1.
Foul ball to right, strike 1.
Can't imagine he comes back with a third breaking ball. That hitter looked like he timed that one up pretty well.
Swing and a miss, strike 2.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now.
Green gives the sign, look for another out. Foul ball to right, strike 2. Miami Marlins hosting the Braves 10-1. Foul ball to right again, strike 2.
This is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2.
So, he threw the slider darting away to him 2 times in a row. Now I don't think he'll go for it again. I'm looking for something hard inside on this pitch.
Fly ball to right center field.
On the move.
And he makes the catch, and that's out number 2 for the Twins. Good catch by the Tigers defense in game 2 of 3. Here comes Max Kepler. He's 1 for 3 with a solo shot in the 7th.
Most good breaking ball hitters will hit good breaking balls. In that last at-bat, that was a pretty good pitch that was down in the zone. And he
Foul ball behind the batter's box, strike 1. On 1 count. Green. Ball 1.
Breaking ball that couldn't quite catch the inside.
Foul ball to left, strike 2. Looking for the out. Green.
2 strikes. Here's the pitch.
Ground ball to home base. He gives it to first baseman, and the side is retired. In game 2 of 3, guys. And it's at. Twins lead 1. Let's go to bottom of the 8th. Tigers up 3-2. In game 2 of 3. Coming to bat in the Tigers offense, Grayson Grenier. He struck out and he has popped out. Twins won the first one 3-2. Here's the pitch by Morin. Ball 1.
Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact.
Mr. Grenier is 0 for 2. The 1-0 count by Morin. Ball 2.
The outside that time, laid off for a ball.
Well, we all know he's not the greatest threat with the bat up there. His numbers certainly aren't that pretty. But hey, I give him credit. He's really working the count right here.
Strike 1.
The fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. Some movement now in the Minnesota bullpen as a right-hander's up and thrown.
At the Twins bullpen, Trevor May and Trevor Hildenberger. Here comes the 2-1 by Morin. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Ground ball to left center field. He gives it to first, and that will be a single for the Tigers. Scored as an E6 in game 2 of 3. Here it is one more time, guys.
Looked like a routine play, but for some reason, he just pulled the first baseman off the bag. It happens, but you never want to give a team extra outs.
Tigers staring at base on him first with no outs.
Into the box now, Jeimer Candelario. As he'll look at a fastball too high for ball
Samir
1.
Candelario is 1 for 2 with a solo shot in the 3rd, and that's ball 1.
Now the 1-0. Is an
Ball 2.
off-speed pitch taken for a ball.
Ball 3.
And it's 3.
Tigers already given up 1 or 2 walks. On deck, Don Hicks batting .286.
Will be pulled back as the situation dictates.
Here comes the 3-0 by Morin. Strike 1.
Pretty adamant about working him inside right now. back-to-back fastballs, and that one was able to find the zone.
3-1 by Moran.
The 3-1 pitch.
Swing and a miss, strike 2.
Full count now, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Held that just a bit too long. Jimmy Candelario is 1 for 2.
Changeup again. Didn't look like he picked it up very well out of his hand.
Now the payoff pitch home.
Swing and a miss. And that's the first out for the Tigers offense. First strikeout by Mike Moran.
You see in it back go from 3-0 to a strikeout, so that's a pretty good job on the mound right there. Kind of nice that he got a free strike on the 3-0 take, but he still had to put it in the zone.
Into the box, John Hicks. As
Ball
he
1.
looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Ready with the 1-0.
Strike 1.
Fastball is in there. Grenier.
If you guys can hear me, type it in the chat. Type 1 if you guys can. The 1-1 by Moran. Foul ball to right, strike 2.
Working for the punch out.
I'll be down a little bit.
And it's 2 balls
Hold
and
on.
2 strikes now.
Ball 2. Comes to 2-2 by Moran.
Here now the 2-2.
Swing and a miss. Out number 2 for the Tigers offense.
In a double play situation, you kind of expect most pitches to be down in the zone, hoping for a ground ball. So that was an interesting
Excuse me.
selection.
Notice one more time.
I think he caught him off guard a little bit.
Pitch speed was 93 miles per hour. Here comes Sodi Mercer. He's 0 for 3 for strikeout and the 6.
Yeah, Matty, and
Twins won the first one 3-2.
Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
Here comes the first pitch.
Ball 1.
Start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. Runs outside, so it goes to
Ball 2. Sodi Mercer's 0 for 3. Strike 1. A 2-1 count by Moran. And a pop-up to home base. And he makes the catch, and the side is retired in game 2 of 3. Tigers lead 1. As we go to the top of the 9th, Tigers holding on to a 3-2 lead.
Stepping up to the
As the Tigers defense will be bringing in the right-hander, Zoe Jimenez, making his 15th game of the season, 6 saves, 1.80 ERA, and 12 strikeouts to his resume. Jimenez gives a sign. Here's the pitch to him. Ball 1. In game 2 of 3. Fire ball to right and in the stands. Strike 1.
Here's the 1-1.
Ball 2.
That one misses badly. It's ball 2.
Ball 3. Tigers already given up 2 walks actually. On deck, Jason Castro batting .220.
Leading off the inning, you gotta find a way to get on base any way possible.
Foul ball to right. Strike 2.
If it's in your zone, I want you swinging.
3-2 pitch. And he lays off.
At ball 4. Shout out to Julio. How you doing, buddy? I won't be able to come in. That's the 3rd walk by the Tigers.
He's got to be upset after he walked the leadoff man here. Go-ahead run comes to the plate, and there are no outs. This could be a very interesting inning.
Here comes Jason Castro looking to put a bit of work in game 2 of 3. He's 1 for 2 by single in the 7th. Twins staring at base runner first with no outs. Here comes Jimenez.
Here's the first pitch to him.
Strike
And there's
one.
a strike right down the heart of the plate, 0-1.
Strike two in game 2 of 3.
And it's 0-2.
Hey, you find yourself down 0-2, you gotta grind.
Look for the out, Jimenez.
I don't understand the game plan. Let's
Swing and a miss, and that's out number 1 for the Twins.
Changeup swung on and missed.
Good eye by the Tigers defense in game 2 of 3.
There, guys. Tying run at first, so objective number 1 is straining him on base. And now with 1 out, it becomes a lot more difficult.
Here comes Ehio Arinza. He's 1 for 3. The single in the 7th.
Now, Ehire Adrianza. He singled his
Jimenez
last
gives the
time
sign.
from the
In the
stretch.
pitch.
Here's the pitch.
Ground ball to center field.
In there, the base hit.
And that will be a single for the Twins.
Dan, if they're gonna
Taking out one more
this is gonna
time.
be the opportunity they've been looking for right here. They've had a ton of hits, a ton of people on base, but no one has been able to come up with that big knock.
Well, you know what, Dealer, this pitcher's kind of worked around trouble.
Twins staring at base on the first and second with 1 out.
Inning brewing right here. Let's see if they can't get a big hit here right here.
Ball 1.
Bust through in this one.
1-0 the count.
Byron Buxton is 2 for 4 in game 2 of 3. Twins won the first one 3-2.
Here it comes, 1-0.
Ball 2.
A good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't
Pittsburgh
quite reach
Pirates
the
visiting the
boundary
Booze
zone.
7-1.
Got to find a way to execute either a good fastball down the way or flip something off speed.
Strike 1.
You cannot miss over the heart of the plate in these situations. The hitter is on high alert.
Bucks
Ball
ahead,
3.
count
3 walks by the
balls and a
Tigers.
strike.
On deck, Ronald Torres batting
Ronald Torres
.288.
is on deck.
The 3-1 by Jimenez.
And he
Ball
misses
4. Another walk
Now
by the
the
Tigers.
time run scoots up 90 feet to third base.
I think he was trying to be a little too fine there, and a walk is the result. Well, the good news is he
Though Jimenez not doing too well on the Tigers defense of the side. Here comes Ronald Torres with a good opportunity. He's 0 for 3 for ground out in the 6th.
To tie this ball game
Twins still got bases loaded with 1 out. We're going to retake the lead in game 2 of 3.
From the stretch.
Ball 1.
Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0.
Torres is 0 for 3.
Off in this situation. Your eyes light up when you get something above the belt, especially with a man on
Looking
third
for a
base.
bunt attempt. And that's out number 2 for the Twins. As the base runner from third goes to home, it's now 3-3. Tie game, top of the 9th with 2 outs. He scored as a sacrifice RBI.
That's such a tough play to defend when it's done right. It can be risky, of course, but not as much as the suicide squeeze.
Here comes Nelson Cruz. He's 0 for 4 with a line out in the 8th. In game 2 of 3.
His day at the plate hasn't amounted to much, 0 for 4, but this is a great opportunity to make amends.
Well, when your team really needs you, like they need it right
Twins
here.
staring at base runner on second and third with 2 outs.
Right now is all that
Comes Jimenez again. Strike 1.
Part of the zone, a good changeup gets the call.
Hey, I have no problem with that take right there. Reliever coming in, you haven't seen this guy for a while. Gives yourself a chance to calibrate what he's got.
0-1 count by Jimenez.
The 0-1.
Strike 2.
And he can't pull the trigger, 2 strikes.
Nelson Cruz is 0 for 4, former Texas Ranger.
right here. He's going to be pumped if he can work his way out of this inning with the game still tied.
Looking for the out, Jimenez. Ball 1.
2 strikes.
Big spot right here. That's a great pitch to try and see if you could get him to fish outside. the
Twins
zone.
won the first one
He's
3-2,
still in the
guys, of the
driver's seat.
IMA creative
Expect
community.
something else to miss off the plate.
Now the 1-2 pitch.
Ball 2.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
It looked like he tried to get him to chase on that pitch there, 1 and 2. A good idea, but I think now he has to challenge him a little bit. He doesn't want to get into a worse situation with the cleanup guy up next.
He's set. The 2-2.
And he struck him out.
On a good pitch, so 1 run can
And that's
win
out number
it.
3, and the side is retired.
So not a good turn of events for this home crowd as now their
Here it is
9th
one more
inning
time.
lead has evaporated. Tie game headed to the last of the 9th. The Tigers looking to celebrate in the Motor City. Trevor Hildenberger
Coming to the mound for the Twins defense, Trevor Hildenberger. Against 21st game of the season. 1-2 record, 1 save. 1.52 ERA and 23 strikeouts in game 2 of 3. Here comes Miguel Cabrera. He's off for 3 with a flyout and a 6. Twins won the first one 3-2. Let's see what the Tigers offense can do in a tough situation. If you guys have any questions, let me know in the chat for me. Strike one. At the Twins bullpen, Tyler Rogers. Swing and a miss, strike two.
Hey, that was a nasty pitch right there.
Hildenberger gets signed. Swing and a miss, and that's out number 1 for the Tigers. First strikeout by Hildenberger.
Great pitch.
So he sets him down swinging. Miguel Cabrera is dealt with for the first out in the bottom of the inning.
Comes Nick Castellanos. He's 1 for 3 with a double.
Nicholas Castellanos. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. First pitch of the at-bat.
Strike one.
Pitch is a sinker for a called strike one. Bases are empty, 1 man out.
0-1 count. Foul ball to right, strike two.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
Ball one.
Ball one, as that one didn't really threaten the inside corner.
Fly ball to right center field. He picks up a block and he makes the catch, and that's out number 2 for the Tigers in game 2 of 3. Here comes Christian Stewart. He's 1 for 3 for double in the second in game 2 of 3. Hildenberger gives the sign. Ball one.
Easy take there on the sinker, well off the outside.
The 1-0 count. Strike one.
To the changeup in there, 1-1. Here's the 1-1.
Swing and a miss, strike two.
It's 1-2.
This will bet too long. Ball two.
It's to 2-2 now with the bases empty and 2 gone here in the inning.
Ball three. On deck, Nico Goodwin, batting 302. You guys have any questions? Type it in the chat. Let's go, let's grow. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And the side is retired as we go to extra innings in game 2 of 3.
No change in the score, it's 3-3.
As we go to top of the 10th for extra innings, 3-3 tie game in game 2 of 3. We're now batting Miguel Sano.
Miguel Sano.
Hold on. As the Tigers will bring a different pitcher, they'll be bringing in Daniel Norris. 20 games this season, 1-3 record, 1 save, 5.29 ERA, and 28 strikeouts. It's a pitch by Norris. He nods his head. Ball one. Miguel Sano is 1 for 3. Ball two. Foul ball to left, strike one.
Now the 2-1 pitch.
Swing and a miss, strike two.
Hey boys, you talk about getting your ace swing off. That's what it looks like right there. A guy with massive power letting it eat.
Swing and a miss. And that's the first out for the Twins. Good key play by the Tigers defense here, guys. Game 2 of 3.
That's a pretty bad place to be, but then he kind of refocused himself and came right back with 3 quality pitches in a row to sit him down. That's not easy to do, but now his focus has to hone in on getting ahead on the next guy.
Ball 1.
He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4
Johnson Sculpus
day.
1 for 4 for double in the second. The record between Sculpus and Norris, 1 strikeout, and he's 6 for 8. The 1-0 count by Norris. Strike 1.
Oh, he thanks his lucky stars right there, getting away with that hanger. I cannot believe he didn't pull the trigger.
Here it is one more time.
The 1-1 home.
Swing and a miss, strike 2.
Can't say he's tickling around the zone. Those last 2 pitches were pretty much grooved right down the middle, but it didn't bite him.
Looking for the out, Norris. Fire ball to right, and he gets it a time. Out number 2 for the Twins. Against Max Kepler. He's 1 for 4 with a solo shot in the 7th.
With Daniel Norris, he's just 2 for 9. He's taken him deep once.
Here's the pitch by Norris. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Ball 1.
Downstairs for a ball, 1-1.
Ball 2.
Count to the Twins' first baseman.
Boy, that's a tough pitch to take right there.
If you guys have any questions, let me know in the chat, guys, at the IamACreatorCommunity.com. 85 miles per hour pitch speed, 4 inches.
With 2 men out.
Strike 2.
That time, and it's even at 2-2.
Norris gives sign. Here comes the 2-2. Ball 3. 3 walks from the 3 or 4 walks by the Tigers. Estudio batting 246. Norris gives sign, nods his head. Here's the pitch. And he struck him out. And the side is retired. I have special legs again. Oh my goodness. So we go to bottom of the 10th. The score is tied. In game 2 of 3. 2 up for the Tigers offense, Nico Goodwin. He's 2 for 3 with 2 singles. Jordan Berger gives a sign, and the pitch to him. Ball 1.
Pitch here is a sinker that runs a bit too wide. It's ball 1.
Strike 1.
Hey, he caught him off guard right there. I like that pitch. High fastball executed. I know he's known for
The 1-1 by Hildenberger. Foul ball to left, strike 2. Nico Goodwin is 2 for 3. Tech swing, and he struck him out. First out for the Tigers. Here it is one more time. In game 2 of 3.
Has the most difficult calls for an ump to make. Taking a look at show motion, the batter doesn't appear to hold up enough, so I think the call was right.
Strike 1.
Mikey Mato, no balls and 1 strike.
Mikey Mato is 1 for 3. A solo shot in the 5th. Also, no sign of Alice. I was hoping she would come in today, but I guess not. Fly ball to right. And that will be a single for the Tigers. In game 2 of 3.
A nice piece of hitting right there to put the winning run on.
Check it out one more time. Orioles defeating the Astros 4-2. Tigers staring at base on the first with 1 out.
In now, Grayson Greenier.
Ball 1. Catcher Grayson Grenier. He's 0 for 3 with a ground out in the 8th. Comes a 1-0 count by Hildenberger. Ball 2. And the base runner from first steals second. Second stolen base by Maki Montuk. And that is strike 1. 1-1 count by Hildenberger. Ball 2. Twins won the first one 3-2. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Cincinnati Reds visiting the Phillies 4-3.
Here's the 2-2 pitch.
Swing and a miss, and that's out number 2 for the Tigers. Held that a bit too long.
Well, it's been a rough series for him at the plate so far. That's 4 strikeouts in the first 2 games.
Check it out one more time. Miami Marlins defeating the Braves 10-1. Here's the pitch by Hildenberger. Strike 1.
As the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike.
Tamir Candelario is 1 for 3.
Possible winning runs at second with 2 down, however.
Foul ball to right, strike 2. Tamir Candelario is 1 for 3 in the tap.
Now the 0-2 pitch. And
Swing and a miss again, and the side is retired. As we go some more extra innings, guys, in game 2 of 3. As we go to top of the 11th, as we go to top of the 11th for extra innings, game 2 of 3, 3-3. Due up for the Twins offense. Williams, Studio, he's 0 for 3 for walking the 9th. Norris gives the sign. Here's the pitch to him. Ball 1. Like swing, strike 1.
Below the knees, but it's ruled a strike, and that evens the count at 1-1.
Ground ball from home base. He gives it to first baseman, and that's the first out for the Twins. Here comes the catcher, Jason Castro. He's 1 for 3 for single and 7. Here's the pitch by Norris. Fly ball to right. And that will be a single for the Twins. Not what the Tigers defense were hoping for. In game 2 of 3. Here comes Ehire Ariza. It's 2 for 4 with 2 singles. Twins staying at base on the first with 1 out. Strike 1. Aranza is 2 for 4.
Possible go-ahead runs on first, 1 away. And this is hit hard up.
And he makes the catch, and that's out number 2 for the Twins. Oh, that's better. Here comes Byron Buxton. He's 2 for 4 with a triple and a double in game 2 of 3. Ball 1.
They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball 1. And
strike 1. Byron Buxton is 2 for 4, guys, in the tap. I did see a couple people come in earlier this morning. I'm not pretty sure if my love's going to be coming in since he's going to be at Turks. Ball 2.
That's a pretty good pitch right there.
But I sent him the invite earlier this morning. It's all good. 84 miles per hour on the pitch speed. Foul ball behind the batter's box, strike 2. And he struck him out. And the side is retired. Twins leave a pair as we go to bottom of the 11th. Tie game 3-3 in game 2 of 3. Coming to the mound for the Twins defense, Trevor May. 20 games this season, 2-1 record, 2 saves, 2.30 ERA, and 28 strikeouts. Game 2 of 3. Due up for the Tigers offense, John Hicks. 0 for 4 with a strikeout in the 8th.
So far in this one and looking to erase his 0 for 4 ball game right here. First pitch on its way.
Here's the pitch to him. Strike 1. John Hicks is 0 for 4.
Too often you see a changeup come across at 88 miles an hour on the gun. Still effective when you're
Ground ball to right.
high 90s though.
It gets to first, 1 away. Here comes shortstop Jordy Mercer. He's 0 for 4 for pop out in the 8th. Here's the pitch by May. Ball 1.
And a good fastball there, but this just misses the zone for ball 1.
Strike 1.
Fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. 1 out, no.
The 1-1 by Trevor May. Foul ball to right, strike 2.
The 1-2.
Ball 2.
For ball number 2.
Swing and a miss, and that's out number 2 for the Tigers.
Today he's gone on strikes.
Wow, we've seen some really impressive pitching in this one. You could say these lineups have been anemic, but I always like to give credit to pitching.
Here comes Miguel Cabrera. He's 0 for 4 for strikeout in the 9th.
Digging in once again, Miguel Cabrera. He went down on strikes last time up.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late.
Here's the
on
pitch
that
to
one.
him.
And
Strike
we'll
1.
see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
No balls and a strike to count.
The 0-1 count by May. Swing and a miss, strike 2.
Like a balloon, and he couldn't hold back.
Held that
It's
bat just a
strike
bit
2.
too long.
Obviously not where he wanted that curveball to end up, but I guess it fooled him enough to get the swing and miss.
And he
Swing and a miss again. Wow. And the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Tigers offense. As we go to top of the 12th, still a tie game, 3-3. Due up for the Twins offense, Ronald Torres. He's 0 for 3 with ground out in the 9th, excuse me. Almost on live, but I said 9. Here's the pitch by Norris. Strike 1. Cincinnati Reds defeating the Phillies 4-3. Line towards right, and that will be a single for the Twins. The active pitchers, Victor Cantillero, Daniel Stumpf, Blaine Hardy, and Louis Coleman are the ones that are active for the Tigers defense. Here comes Nelson Cruz. He's 0 for 5. The strikeout in the 9th. Twins doing up base 1 and first with no outs.
Here's the first pitch.
Ball 1.
A breaking ball, but it's low. Go ahead runs aboard here at first with nobody out.
Foul ball to right, strike 1. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Metropolitans hosting the Rockies 1-0.
That he has the hat trick right now. And after that swinging strike,
looking for the out, Norris. Ball 2. Tigers have 4 walks.
I think if he executes
4 walks in game 2 of 3.
instead of off of it, he probably gets some pretty weak contact, if anything. He jammed him pretty hard on the previous pitch, so my bet was he was going to try to cheat on the inside part.
Foul ball to right again, strike 2.
Go ahead runs aboard here at first with nobody out.
Ball 3. On deck, Miguel Sano, batting .265.
Now the 3-2 pitch. This one's down.
Ground ball to the 3rd. And a double play, and that's out number 2 for the Twins. Good play by the Tigers defense. In game 2 of 3, guys. Here it is one more time.
A double play ball to change the course of an inning.
gives the sign. Here's the pitch to him. Strike one. Miguel Sano is 1 for 4 for single in the 6th. Foul ball to right, strike 2. Looking for the out, Norris. And he struck him out. 3 outs and the side is retired. Twins lead 1. So we go to the bottom of the 12th for extra innings in game 2 of 3. 3-3 tie game. Due up for the Tigers offense, Nick Castellanos, 1 for 4 with a double. Here's the pitch by May. Strike 1. The 0-1 count by May. Ball 1.
The plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Now the 1-1 pitch.
Foul ball to right, strike 2. The Castellanos is 1 for 4.
Ready on 1 and 2.
Fly ball to left center field. He picks up a block and he makes the catch, and that's the first out.
And that's out number 1.
Well, this one was squared up pretty good, but just like pitchers give up hits on well executed.
Here it is one more time.
Batters make outs on balls they couldn't have hit much better.
Stepping in now.
Here's the pitch by May. Ball 1.
Misses to him, it's ball 1.
Kristen Stewart is 1 for 4 for double in the 2nd in game 2 of 3. Twins won the first one 3-2, guys.
Into his windup, here comes the 1-0.
Strike 1.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Hard liner.
Ground ball to left center field, and that is a single for the Tigers in game 2 of 3. Take it out one more time.
Both of them hit on the absolute screws. One's right at one guy, and then one's a single. Go figure.
And the Tigers offense will keep their pinch runner. May gives the sign. Here's the pitch to him. Ball 1. Nico Goodrum. He's 2 for 4 with 2 singles. Tigers staring at base runner first with 1 out in game 2 of 3.
The 1-0.
Ball 2.
Again, and it's 2-0.
Well, you can see what he's trying to do right there. Double play situation. 2 balls down in the zone, trying to get that ground ball. Didn't get him to bite at either one. Now he's behind in the count.
Here comes the 2-0. Strike 1. Little up in the zone.
One of the most frustrating things for me to watch in this game is guys getting count leverage and not pull the trigger on a fastball.
May gives the sign. Here comes the 2-1.
To get in those situations where you can try and do damage. What do you want? The nasty slider?
Fly ball to right. And he makes the catch, and that's out number 2 for the Tigers.
He hauls this one in for the 2nd out.
Marky Montauk. He's 2 for 4 for a home run and a single
4 attempts to this point.
in game 2 of 3. Here's the pitch by May.
Here's the first pitch.
Strike
And
1.
he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1. Possible winning run stands at first with 2 out here.
The 0-1 count by May. And sets the target.
Here's a
Fly ball to right.
ball out to right.
And that will be a single for the Tigers in game 2 of 3.
Beggars can't be choosers.
Here it is one more time. Game 2 of 3, guys of the IamACreatorCommunity.com. Grayson Granger with a good opportunity. He's 0 for 4 for strikeout in the 10th. In game 2 of 3 of extra innings. Tigers staring at base runner first and second with 2 outs. Here's the pitch by May. Strike 1.
No balls and a strike.
Racing Green in wants this start to be perfect for the Tigers offense. 0-1 count by May. Check swing, and that's and that's strike 2. Held that bad, that's a bit too long. Here's the pitch by May. Ground ball to left. And he gets him out. 3 outs and the side is retired. As we go some more extra innings, guys, in game 2 of 3. Tigers lead 2. As we go to the 13th inning, tie game in game 2 of 3. Due up for the Twins offense. As the Tigers defense will be bringing in Blaine Hardy. 16 games this season for the Tigers defense. 3-2 record, 1 save, 1.96 ERA, and 34 strikeouts. In game 2 of 3. Here's the first pitch to him by Hardy. Ball 1. As my legs are just a little bit getting tired, but I'm alright. Swing and a miss, strike 1. We watch our videos in full. We like the videos, we tweet them out, add them to a playlist, and we leave a meaningful comment afterwards. We never ask anything back in return. Foul ball to right, strike 2.
Here's another 1-2.
Ground ball to right center field, and he makes the catch, and that's the first out for the Twins. Oh my goodness.
But that was a bullet line drive that gets caught. He would have represented the go-ahead run.
It's the replay one more time. Hardy gives the sign. Here's the pitch to him. Strike 1. Max Kepler is 1 for 5 for the solo side in the 7th.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1.
Ball 1. New York Yankees defeating the Indians 3-0.
1 out, nobody on.
The 1-1 count. Foul ball to left, strike 2. Looking for the out. Hardy. Ground ball to right center field. He gives it to first, and that's out number 2 for the Twins. Bowian's studio is 0 for 4 for ground out in the 9th. Here's the pitch by Hardy. Strike 1.
That catches the inside part of the plate.
Foul ball to right, strike 2. Hardy looking for the out. Ground ball to right center field again. He gets it to first, and that's 3 outs. Game 2 of 3, and the side is retired. 1-2-3 for the Twins as we go to the bottom of the 13th inning. 3-3 in game 2 of 3. Coming to the mound for the Twins defense, Blake Parker. 17th game of the season, 0-1 record, 3 saves. Due up for the Tigers offense. Samir Candelario is 1 for 4, the solo side in the 3rd. And it's been a good extra winning game in game 2 of 3. Parker gives the sign. Strike 1. Samir Candelario is 1 for 4. When it comes to a good situation. With my opponent that's my current side maker, I'm all hers tonight. The 0-1 count by Blake Parker. Ball 1.
The outside that time as the breaking ball can't catch the zone.
Tried to go with the nasty
Red and Black
backdoor
has a good
breaking ball right
lead.
there. Good job by the batter to
Black
take
and
that
White
hit,
for the
work
ninth
count.
sign for next year for February 7th has a good lead, and I may still set up a match between two games, but without the PSN card, I mean, after scratching, it's just a little bit harder. Foul ball to left, strike 2. San Francisco Giants hosting the Dodgers 1-0. The 1 and 2 by Parker.
The 1-2.
Foul ball behind, strike 2.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there, but if he's going to execute and get this swing and a miss, he's going to have to get that ball a little bit further down, maybe even potentially bounce the next one.
Foul ball again, strike 2.
Classic change of speeds right there.
The hitting speed was 61 miles an hour.
Interested to see where he goes now.
Here's the pitch by Parker. Ground ball to right. He gives it the first one away. Here comes the designated hitter, John Hicks. He's 0 for 5 with ground out in the 11th. And here comes Blake Parker of the Twins defense. Sets the target. Nods his head. Here's the pitch to him. Strike 1. At the Twins bullpen, Tyler Rogers, Addison Reed. If you guys have any questions, let me know in the chat. 0-1 count by Parker.
Now the 0-1.
Ground ball to left. He gives it the first, and that's out number 2 for the Tigers. Here comes the shortstop, Jordy Mercer. He's 0 for 5 with a strikeout in the 11th. It's been a good game in extra innings in game 2 of 3. Parker gives the sign. And the pitch. Ball 1.
And this one's down off the shoe tops, 1-0.
Just pay it forward, guys, and be rewarded. Never ask anything in return. The 1-0 count by Parker. Strike 1. From the weekends and on the weekends. Here comes the 1-1 by Parker. Swing and a miss, strike 2. We held that bat just a bit too long. The 1 and 2 by Parker. Ball 2.
He executed that 1-2 curveball pretty well.
Man.
He gets right where he wanted it to end up, but he couldn't get him to chase at it. We'll see what they go with now after that didn't work out.
Excuse me. I'm just tired and I'm over tonight completely. Love comes first before more stuff come right in.
Here's the 2-2.
Ground ball, and he makes the catch, and the side is retired. As we go to more extra innings, guys, in game 2 of 3. As we go to the 14th inning. Still a tie game, 3-3. Due up for the Twins offense. Jason Castro is 2 for 4 with 2 singles. Here's the pitch by Hardy. Ball 1.
Several inches below the zone, in fact.
Swing and a miss, strike 1.
A swing and a miss.
Foul ball to left, and the crowd, strike 2. Looking for the out, Hardy.
A swinging bunt out in front of the plate.
Ground ball to home base, gives it to first, and that's the first out for the Twins. Here comes Ihaya Aranza, excuse me. He's 2 for 5 with 2 singles.
3 for 5 line.
Here's the first pitch to him by Hardy. Ball 1.
Not close. It's It's in the dirt for ball
Yeah, still
one.
no sign of Alice, aka Teacup guys, or Leon. Leon stopped by the last couple days ago. It's like swing, strike one. Ball two. Foul ball to right, strike two.
Here now the 2-2.
Ground ball to line. He gives it to first baseman, and that's out number 2 for the Twins. Here comes Byron Buxton, guys. Of the Twins offense, 2 for 5, a triple and a double to his resume. Hardy gives sign. Here's the pitch to him. Strike one. Oakland Athletics visiting the Texas Rangers 4-0. Ball one. Oh, you can't hear me, Lucky? How you doing? Fly ball to right, and he makes the catch, and the side is retired.
Down go the Twins in order. Score remains tied at 3-3.
As we go to the bottom of the 14th inning, 3-3 as we speak.
Stepping in, Miguel Cabrera. He went down on strikes last time up.
All right, Zach. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Hot plates. Type 1 in the chat if you guys are here. Here's the first pitch to him. Strike one.
And that one right down Main Street.
Well, it sounds far away? I don't think it would sound far away. So how are you, buddy? Foul ball to right, strike two. But yeah, I'm actually not far away, actually. I'm just tired. Go back tomorrow.
A pause and the 0-2.
Foul ball to right again, strike two.
The fastball's fouled off to the right. Nothing in 2.
Miguel Cabrera's 0 for 5. Hold on, let me move this up. There we go.
The 0-2 once more.
Ball one.
For ball one.
Hey, I can understand why he wanted to elevate the fastball right there. This batter's eyes have been lit up since he stepped in the box. Let's see if he gets him fishing on.
So, can you hear me, Lucky? Or am I still too far away? Parker gives the sign. Here comes the 1 and 2. And he struck him out. And that's the first out for the Tigers. Oh, now you can. Okay. So, how are you, buddy? Here comes Nick Castellanos. He is 1 for 5 with a double. In game 2 of 3. Parker gives the sign. And the pitch. Ball one. But yeah, I don't normally do 2 hours, but depending how far they go a little bit, it all depends.
And he takes a cold strike one.
Lucky says doing good, friend. It's Sunday. Go back to work tomorrow. Yeah. Well, I only have to work a short shift, and I'm off the next 4 days. Swing and a miss again.
He chased it for strike two.
And that's out, and that's strike two.
Really be an effective pitch to a guy that has a lot of pop.
But yeah, they only have me working 10 to 3:15, and then I'm off Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So that's another 4 days off, actually.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes.
Ground ball to left line.
Moving to his right. And
Gets to the first baseman, and that's out number 2 for the Tigers. Here comes Kristen Stewart. He's 2 for 5 with a double and a single. As we approach the 2-hour limit. If anyone in the chat has a Facebook and a Twitter, tweet it out, share a comment, add it to a playlist. The more people we bring in, the more we all grow and win together.
Bases are empty here with
And together, all of us can make a difference. Must be nice. I have only the weekend officially. Oh, is that the weekend? Oh, alright. It's not bad. Love comes first before anything else comes up. That's pretty much the main part of it. The IamACreatorCommunity.com. Hold on a second. The 1-1 count by Parker. Fly ball to left center field, and he makes the catch. And the side is retired. From Ohio, buddy. As we go to top of the 15th inning. Still a tie game in game 2 of 3. Guys. Due up for the Twins offense. Ronald Torres is 1 for 4 with a single. Hardy gives a sign. Here's the pitch to him. Ball 1.
After watching that one go by and a ball being called.
But yeah, from Ohio, by the way.
He's not getting away with another one of those. I guarantee you.
Where are you from?
On this next pitch.
The 1-0 count by Hardy. Ground ball to straight, and that will be a single for the Twins.
So there's your possible go-ahead run on base now to lead off the inning. Now, for those of you whose thoughts are turning to the Tiger bullpen, you get a look at who's available should they decide to make a move.
Twins staring at base on first, but no outs.
In now, Nelson Cruz.
Strike 1.
Is in there for a called strike 1.
Nelson Cruz is 0 for 6 of a ground out in the 12th.
Go-ahead runs aboard here at first with nobody out.
Swing and a miss, strike 2.
They're not looking real promising here, down 0-2.
Love that pitch. As long as you actually get it inside, like he
That's
did
a replay
right
of the
there,
strike.
the cutter inside is a very effective pitch.
Looking for the out, Hardy.
Down the third base
Foul ball
line.
to left, strike 2.
And the count holds it 0-2.
When you have 2 strikes on you, as a
Swing and a miss, and that's out number 1 for the Twins.
find a way to do some damage.
8% last week, it's not bad really.
That was a swinging strike 3. Nelson Cruz becomes.
Here it is one more time. 4 inches, 81 miles per hour. Hardy gives the sign and the pitch.
But that's the way to do it.
Ground ball to left center field line, and that will be a single for the Twins.
Go-ahead runs up to second now with only 1
In
away.
game 2 of 3. Here it is one more time.
Jumped on the first pitch right there and drove it into the outfield for a base hit.
Like I said, I sometimes do 2 hours, but it depends how long it goes.
Into the box, Jonathan Stroke. He swings and
Ground ball to left,
to second for 1.
and a double play. Great work by the Tigers defense. The side is retired. Twins lead 2. As we go to the bottom of the 15th inning in game 2 of 3. 3-3 tie game. Coming to the mound for the Twins defense. Addison Reed making his 32nd game this season. 1-2 record. 2.61 ERA and 33 strikeouts. Due up for the Tigers offense. We're going to get something good going. Nico Goodwin. He's 2 for 5 with 2 singles.
Also has 1 home run. First delivery to him on the way.
Ball 1.
And that misses for ball 1. Reed typically throws a lot of strikes coming in out of the bullpen, resulting in low walk totals, although he has been snake-bitten by the home run ball at times in the past.
So, anything interesting, Lucky?
Afraid to attack the strike zone. With that said, he is prone to giving up the
Strike 1.
One of the cause of that, Matty V, he leaves a lot of pitches up in the strike zone. He needs to be down in the zone when he's effective.
The 1-1 count by Reed. Strike 2, little outside the zone that time.
1-2 now.
Comes the 1-2 by Reed. Gives the sign and the pitch. Swing and a miss. Out number 1 for the Tigers.
Good job of making making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that,
here it is one more time.
After a pitch they can't do much with, becomes a lot easier.
89 miles per hour pitch speed. Reed gives the sign. Here's the pitch to him. Strike one. Maki Montauk is 3 for 5 with a home run and 2 singles. Reed gives the sign. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Held that a little too long. Little too long.
Ready on 0-2.
Fly ball to left, and he makes the catch, and that's out number 2 for the Tigers. Grayson Grenier is 0 for 5. Here's the pitch to him. Strike 1.
And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1.
If you guys can hear me, type it in the chat. Swing and a miss, strike 2 again.
Hey guys, that's just
He was the one that held that a little too long as well.
I've had about nasty sliders, and that's exactly what that was right there.
Swing and a miss again, and the side is retired.
Down in order go the Tigers. No change in the score.
As we go to the 60th inning, still tied 3-3 apiece. 2 up for the Twins offense. Max Kepler. He's 1 for 6 of a solo shot in the 7th. Here's the first pitch by Hardy. Strike 1. And it's still going. Foul ball to left. Strike 2. Looking for the out. Ball 1.
Outside, quite a bit off the plate that time.
Foul ball behind the batter's box. Strike 2. Thank you, Lucky, for stopping by, buddy.
Now another 1-2. Good job.
Foul ball to right. Strike 2.
Here he comes again. 1-2.
Foul ball again, strike 2.
Keep battling, young man. 3 foul balls in a row. He is calibrating that heater.
Ball 2.
Speed. Let's see if he can catch something on the
Max Kepler's 1 for 4. And he struck him out, and that's the first out for the Twins. Check it out one more time. As my legs are still getting tired a little bit, but I'm all right. As the Tigers will bring in a different pitcher, they'll be bringing in Daniel Stumpf, making 13th game of the season for the Tigers defense. 0-2 record, 2.41 ERA, and 11 strikeouts. Stumpf gives the sign. Here's the pitch to him. Ground ball to right center field, and that will be a single for the Twins. Excuse me. Check it out one more time. Seattle Mariners visiting the Angels, 1-0. Twins doing up base 1 and first with 1 out. Here comes Stumpf.
Into the box now, Jason Castro.
Strike 1.
As he'll take strike 1 on the inside corner.
Jason Castro is 2 for 5 with 2 singles.
The 0-1. Now here's a
Fly ball to right center field, and he picks up a block, and it's gone. Breaks the screw loose. 2-1 shot to right center field. 6 home run by Jason Castro, 355 feet. As the Twins break the hold, it's 5-3 Twins, top of the 16th with 1 out. Oh my goodness. Here it is one more time. It's a good game, it's always been. Two on side to right.
You just have to refocus and go after the next hitter.
Here's the pitch by stump. Foul ball to right, strike one. Ihio Aranza, 2 for 6, but 2 singles.
Dan, B-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan. And the
foul ball to right, strike 2.
You know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point.
Swing and a miss, and that's out number 2 for the Twins. First strikeout by Daniel Stump.
So he ran the fastball by him for the
even though he has the last name for with the F behind that. St. Louis Cardinals visiting the Cubbies 2-1. Here comes Byron Buxton, the left fielder. He's 2 for 6 with a triple and a double for the Twins offense in game 2 of 3.
First offering on its way.
Ground ball to left center field. He gets it to first, and that's 3 outs. The side is retired.
So it's 2 runs here on 2 hits with one of them.
Twins lead 2 as we go to bottom of the 16th inning. Twins holding on to a 5-3 lead in game 2 of 3.
Rogers enters from the pen now as they've saved their closer until this deep into extra innings.
Coming to the mound for the Twins defense, Tyler Rogers, 12th game this season, 0-1 record, 3 saves.
Jeimer Candelario will stride in again, and before he takes his
here it is one more time.
back to the 3rd inning. This was just
There was actually a solo shot to right, actually. Here's the pitch by Rogers. Strike 1. Jeimer Candelario is 1 for 5. 0-1 count. And a pop-up to right center field, and that's the first out. Comes Don Hicks. We're going to put plenty of work for the Tigers offense. He's 0 for 6 with a ground out in the 10th inning, I believe.
First pitch on its way.
It's the pitch by Rogers. Ball 1.
Fastball just misses for ball 1.
Time is running out for the Tigers offense in game 2 of 3. Twins won the first one 3-2. Ball 2.
Close. It's 2-0.
And Don Hicks is 0 for 6. The 2-0 by Rogers. Strike 1.
To the Tigers leadoff hitter.
One of my favorite pitches in the game right there. The old Greg Maddux.
Here it is again.
Started at the front hip.
95 miles per hour. Pitch speed.
The 2-1.
2-1 count. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. The 2-2 count by Rogers. Ball 3. On deck, Jordy Mercer batting .263.
Will be next.
A 3-2 by Rogers. Ground ball to left center field. He gets it the first time, and that's out number 2 for the Tigers. In extra innings, last chance for the Tigers offense, Jordy Mercer. He's 0 for 6 with a line out in the 13th. We're going to drill something in for the Tigers offense. Twins won the first one 3-2. It's the pitch by Rogers. Strike 1.
That can get in your head for a little while.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Into the windup.
0-1 count. Foul ball to left, strike 2.
Off to the left side.
Last chance for the Tigers offense.
Last breath for the Tigers.
0-2 count. Ball 1.
And certainly no offer at that one. It's 1-2.
Foul ball to right, strike 2.
Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes.
Foul ball to left again, strike 2. Tony Mercer wants a good hit from Rogers. Ball 2. 84 miles per hour. Doing that slider from the Twins defense. The 2-2 count by Rogers. Foul ball to left in the stands again. Strike 2.
That will end up a foul ball. The 2-2 one more time.
Foul ball again. Strike 2. Tony Mercer's 0 for 6.
Hey, we all love home runs and gappers, but I love the mano-y-mano right here. 5 foul balls in this at-bat.
Ball 3. On deck, Miguel Cabrera, batting .318. Tony Mercer's 0 for 6. Rogers sets the target. Here's the pitch, 3-2. Foul ball to right again, strike 2.
You can visibly see the body language of this guy on the mound has completely changed during
Here comes Rogers.
6 foul balls has to be completely frustrating.
Foul ball again, strike 2.
Put him away.
In the tap.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out.
Let's pay it forward, guys, and be rewarded. Fly ball to left center field. He picks up a block, and there will be a double for the Tigers.
And he will pull into second with a
Oh my goodness. 12th double by Tony Mercer. Here comes Miguel Cabrera. We're going to pile the same thing. He's 0 for 6 of his strikeout in the 14th. Oh my goodness. Here's the pitch by Rogers. Ball 1.
First pitch curveball trying to come back to the outside corner. Didn't get it that time. It's ball 1.
If you guys have any questions, let me know in the chat. 1-0 count. Ball 2.
He won't bite at that one either. It's 2.
Miguel Cabrera's 0 for 6. He wants a pretty good hit for the Tigers offense. The 2-0 by Rogers. Strike 1.
In there, 2-1. Mercer at second with 2 down.
The 2-1 count by Rogers. Fly ball to left center field. He picks up a block, and it will be an RBI double for the Tigers. As the Tigers cut the Twins' lead as 5-4, bottom of the 16th with 2 outs. 20th double by Miguel Cabrera. He's always been good as his A game for the Tigers' offense. Here it is one more time. Oh my goodness. Twins staring at base runner at second with 2 outs. In game 2 of 3. It's been a huge good game. Strike 1. Nick Castellanos, he's 1 for 6 with a double. Oh my God. The 0-1 count by Rogers. Swing and a miss, strike 2, a bit too long. Nick Castellanos is 1 for 6. Last chance for the Tigers offense in game 2 of 3. Fly ball to left center field. And that will be a single for the Tigers. Tiger Rogers given up 8 balls and 19 strikes. Oh my goodness. Grayson Stewart with a nice opportunity. He's 2 for 6 of a double and a single. Tigers staring at base runner first and third with 2 outs. We're going to retake the lead in game 2 of 3. Strike 1. Grayson Stewart's 2 for 6, guys. Let's see how it ends. The 0-1 count by Rogers. Ground ball to right, and it's out of there. And the Twins hold on to win 5-4. What a great game with the Tigers. As the Detroit Tigers go down to 27-37 of the season. Oh my goodness. What a huge episode and extra innings, guys. I don't know what to say. Oh man. Twins won the first one 3-2. Tigers won the Twins won the second one 5-4. Twins had 14 hits and 1 error. Tigers had 12 hits. Oh my goodness. That was a huge, great game. Tigers go down to 27-37 of the season. As we simulate the other scores. Let's get them over with. Tampa Bay Rays going up to 31-33. Shut out the Red Sox down to 40-26. 4-0, 8 hits. Morton with the 6th win of the season. Stanek with the 2nd save of the season for the Rays. Chicago White Sox going up to 38-27 over the Royals, down to 36-28. 6-2 with 11 hits. Kopech with his very first win. Fry with the 2nd win of the season. Arizona Diamondbacks going up to 30-35. Sending the Blue Jays down to 34-30. 1-0 perfect game. Walker with his 3rd win. Avery Bradley with his 16th save of the season. New York Yankees set up the Indians. Going up to 34-31. 3-0, 7 hits. Sorvino. The 6th win of the season. Breton with his 12th save. Cincinnati Reds set a good game with the Phillies, up to 41-23 of the season, sending the Phillies down to 37-27. 4-3 with 8 hits and 1 error. Lorenzen with 6th win. Iglesias with his 19th save of the season. Baltimore Orioles upset the Astros, going up to 26-40, sending the Astros down to 41-25. 4-2 with 6 hits and 1 error. Hess with his first win. Gilmore with his 18th save of the season. Miami Marlins going up to 33-30 over the Braves, 10-1, 17 hits. Urino with the 7th save of the season, 7th win of the season, excuse me. Pittsburgh Pirates going up to 27-36 over the Brewers, down to 27-38. 7-1, 11 hits and 1 error. Musgrove with his very first win. Colorado Rockies going up 38-27 over the Metropolitans, 4-3 with 11 hits and 1 error. Davis with his 2-0 start as winning. Nice save for St. Louis Cardinals going up 32-31 over the Cubbies, down to 39-24, 4-1 with 7 hits. Flaherty with his 4th win. Hicks with his very first save of the season. Giants going up to 29-35, set out the Dodgers, down to 38-27. 4-0, 6 hits and 1 error. Samarzo with his 3rd win. Watson with his 2nd save of the season. Oakland Athletics set out a great game with the Rangers till the end. Going up to 39-27, 12-11, 16 hits. Sorvino with his 6th win of the season. Trent with his 20th save of the season. Seattle Mariners going up to 23-45 over the Angels, 7-3, 12 hits and 2 errors. Bradford with his 2nd win of the season. And the Padres destroying the Nationals, going up to 24-41 of the season, setting the Nationals down to 36-28, 12-2, 16 hits. Lamont with his 5th win of the season. Tigers got one more game with the Minnesota Twins. Have a day off from the weekends and on the weekends. Then they'll be at Kansas City to take on the Royals. But oh my God, wow. So double check the standings. Tigers are only 5.5 games behind the Twins, down to 27-37. Twins are now 32-31 of the season. Royals have lost 4 straight, falling a bit apart a little bit, going down to 36-28. White Sox have won 5 straight, going up 38-27. It's a 1.5 game ahead of the Royals. White Sox, as the Red Sox, White Sox, excuse me, we're going to continue the 5 wins. They won 7 out of the last 10 games for anything the Saints. Astros are still falling apart, guys. They've lost 7 games. They're like, oh my goodness, what has been happening with our win-loss ratio? They're down to 41-25 of the season. Mariners have won 7 consecutive games, still looking hot. Going up to 23 and 45. And still looking pretty well at the American League West. So something has to make a difference for the Astros, since they keep on losing anything in this world, in the season right now. 3-game scare for the Rangers, down to 29 and 34. So anything has to be a big problem to change anything. As we look at the American League wildcard race, Athletics, Royals, Blue Jays, Yankees, Twins, Mariners, Indians, Orioles, Tigers, Angels, and the Rangers. As you guys can see down below. Phillies also fall apart, down to 37 and 27, losing 4 games. The only win is the Marlins, going up to 33 and 30. Metropolitans fall 5 straight, 29, 26 and 34, down to 26 and 39. As they won 2 games out of their last 10. But the big factor is between those both teams, Marlins and the Braves, most likely in the order. So anything can still be caught up. Reds have won 3 consecutive games, going up to 41 and 23. As they're a game and a half ahead of the Cubs, down to 39-24. Pirates have won 4 games, going up to 27 and 36. As they're only 5 games behind the Cardinals. For the Pirates, still looking to continue the 4-game win. As we speak, they won 7 games out of the last 10. Brewers have lost 3 straight, down to 27 and 38 of the season. As you guys can see. Dodgers are still falling apart. They even the win-loss ratio with the Rockies. Both teams are 38 and 27. Winning percentage of .585. Giants are on a 5-game winning streak, going up to 29-35 this season. Congrats for the Giants. They won 7 games out of their last 10. So anything can still happen. Giants will continue their 5 wins as well. So we look at the National League wildcard real quick. Cubs, Rockies, Nationals, Marlins, Cardinals. Bottom list, Padres, Mets, Braves, Brewers, Pirates. As you guys can see. And last but not least, American League East. A better par for the Red Sox, losing 2 straight, down to 40 and 26. As they're 5 games ahead of the Blue Jays and 5.5 games ahead of the Yankees. Orioles have won 3 games, going up to 26 and 40. As they're only 6 games behind the 2 wins in a row by the Rays. Anything can be caught up. 3 of these teams have won 6 games out of the last 10 as we speak. And that's going to do it, guys. Oh my goodness. My back has been exercised. My legs have been exercised. I'm going to get a shower going in just a second here. Alrighty, guys. That was a longer episode with baseball today. This morning. But I'm going to stop here. If you guys want to catch more MLB 19 from the weekends and on the weekends, I may go live in the afternoon, but I have to see what's going on from there. But I'll let you guys know ahead of time. Make sure you guys hit that like button, hit that red support button, tweet the live stream out, let people know that when we're live the entire time. If anyone and anybody in the chat has a Facebook and a Twitter account of the IamACreatorCommunity.com /IamACreator. He goes #pay it forward. You guys let me know in the chat. Tweet as we watch our videos in full. We share the videos, we like the videos. We tweet them out, add them to a playlist. And we leave a meaningful comment down below once we've done the rest. And we never ask for support back afterwards. Just pay it forward, guys, and be rewarded. And never ask anything back in return. If you guys have any questions about the idol in perspective, you guys let me know. Black and white is still there for the idol. Actually, black and white is still there for night to sign, February 7th. And Men in Black is still leading for the idol before the end of the first quarter of next year. I may go live this afternoon, but I have to see how far I'm going to be getting, since I have to see what I'm going to continue with, maybe with Assassin's Creed, and then I won't be live tomorrow, since I'm going to be with my pudding tonight and doing the parade at the fair tonight, and then If I hear anything, I will let you guys know. Anyway, guys, thank you, Lucky Hot Plates, for stopping by, and thank you guys for watching. I'm about to head out now. I hope you all enjoyed. Be good to one another, be kind to one another, and love one another. The Tigers are now 27-37. They got one more game with the Twins. They have a day off, and then they'll be at Kansas City to take on the Royals. It's still early to try to upgrade. Be good to one another, be kind to one another, and love one another. And I'll see you guys later. You guys have a good day, and stay cool and drink plenty of water, guys. Thank you guys so much.